Devil's Work 2. Man, I remember reacting to the first Devil's Work, feels like just yesterday, but I checked before this video and it was 3.5 years ago. Crazy that time passes just like that, but I remember that song being super emotional for me, very thought-provocative, and one of my favorites that Joyner has put out, especially as a man of faith, because it shows that he thinks a lot of the same thoughts that I do and has a lot of the same internal struggles and conflicts that I do. And he did a very good job at conceptualizing that idea with this song, which is why I really latched on to the original Devil's Work. And a lot has happened in the last 3.5 years. The thumbnail of this video is of Kobe and Gianna. Horrible tragedy. So I have a feeling we're going to go down the same kind of path, and I'm trying to mentally prepare myself to react to this song. I love Joyner, have been reacting to him for a long time, been listening to him for even longer. I remember hearing him my freshman year in college, and I'm coming up on 10 years of that. God, I'm getting old. Wow, I just realized how old I am. Shout out to anybody that uses code Crypt20 at Manscaped for 20% off and free worldwide shipping for male hygiene products. I use them every day of my life, and if you buy anything on that website, message me your receipt on Instagram and I will follow you back. I literally almost had an existential crisis at how old I'm getting so fast. But all right, let's do this. This is Joyner's Devil's Work 2. Ah. All right, stumbling in drunk with the same bottle of Hennessy from the last one. I love the continuation. Got some melodic hums going on.
Guess we gotta try this
the
again.
Gun on the Bible.
Dear Lord, I know that we've been here before. It's been a long time, I hope that you don't slam the door. I try to walk away, but there's some shit I can't ignore. I could be wrong, but seems like you don't even care no more. Cause since our last talk, you ain't playing fair no more. And when I pray, it kinda feel like you ain't there no more. I still don't understand why niggas who deserve it dies living, but the ones who ain't deserve it isn't here no more.
Damn.
And no, I don't want no one else to die. Instead of trading souls, I got something else in mind. There's a lot of moments that I wish that I could change. I could fix a lot of pain if you help me out this time. Maybe we can undo.
Okay, I like that he's kind of going in a little bit of a different direction. If memory serves me correct, in the last one, he was trying to pretty much trade lives. Like, take 6ix9ine, give us Michael Jackson back. I can't remember the people that he was trading, but that was the general consensus that I believe was in the first one. But now he's saying, like, nobody else has to die. I got something else in mind. I just don't want any more of this death. And he talked about a lot of relatable stuff out the gate right there. He feels like he's praying, but sometimes God's not even there listening. And, you know, I've come to try, kind of accept stuff like that, that sometimes the answer is no, that prayers unanswered are the answers, and that's sometimes the best answer that you can get. So I found comfort in that. Hopefully Joyner can kind of find some comfort in that as well. But again, it's a conflict and a struggle that everybody deals with, and sometimes I still even deal with that, even though that I have this answer in my mind that sometimes the answer is no, sometimes it's hard to accept no. So crazy.
Help me out this time. Maybe we can undo all the damage, press rewind. Reset the clock and make it so some niggas never die. Or maybe fix all the mistakes of those that's still alive and give them all a second try. Erase that Will Smith slap and turn them back around. Or wait till they get backstage so they can have it out. Or maybe make it so that Chris chose a different joke, a different topic, something Jada won't be mad about. Matter of fact, let's talk about this shit I'm sad about. When Pop Smoke accidentally leaked that address out. Lord, you know the streets crazy, how you drive the ball. But you know niggas keep a target on these rappers now. And give us Kobe Bryant back, we a mess without him. Take back the day he ever stepped inside the helicopter. Make him take the car instead and forget the chopper. Maybe take a different route or get a different driver. Can't believe you took his daughter and she left behind him. It's kinda hard to see the positive and that's the problem. I know you don't make mistakes, but I was hoping you'll erase that bullshit so his family won't be left without him. And I wish I could fly to Russia on a different mission.
I still remember the day Kobe died. Like, I don't even know how to describe how I felt. I was so fucked up for a week. I didn't want to do anything. It was just one of those situations where there's like no positive outcome. Like, you cannot find any sort of positivity in that outcome. Where Kobe passed away, his daughter passed away, everybody on the helicopter passed away, families were wiped out. Like, that just, how do you find the positive in that? Like, how do you make sense of that? And that is where you can really, really start to question stuff in life. And that's where it becomes super relatable for a lot of people. He talked about the Pop Smoke situation where he accidentally leaked his address on Instagram and then people came and robbed him because they're fucking low lifes. Unreal, man. what was the one, and then the Chris Rock thing, the Will Smith thing, that's got to mean a lot to Joyner specifically because he had his song Will and showed how much of an idol that Will was to him in his life, and then that whole situation happened. I agree, and I like the idea that, you know, I wish, just give people a second chance. Let them duke it out backstage. Let Chris tell a different joke that didn't upset Jada that much. Let a different outcome happen that's not the worst possible outcome. Let Kobe and the family decide to drive instead of fly through the fog. Let Pop Smoke not post that on his Instagram, not have the party. Just different scenarios and a different universe that could have happened, that should have happened. Yeah, it's a cool way to conceptualize that, really.
A lot of rush on a different mission and make them pay for putting Brittany Griner in the prison. Or maybe you could bring her back to February 17th and you could take the CBD so she ain't flying with it. Or maybe change that 9 years and give her 9 minutes. Or better yet, change the laws so they can start tripping. I know that's a lot to wish and it ain't my business. But until you grant my wish, I ain't gonna stop wishing. But Lord, listen, this shit irking me. How you take PMB, that shit absurd to me. So many questions about that shit and it's disturbing me. That niggas can't eat waffles without security. And niggas can't work hard and go buy some jewelry. That one hurt to see. And by the end of the song, they go try to murder me. And if they do,
that's the shitty thing too. Like, even if he had security with him, it's not gonna stop what happened because there's just awful people on this earth. Like, even security, like, you can just walk up with a gun tucked and walk up and shoot somebody in the back of the head immediately, and like, even security's not gonna be able to stop that. And that's just the fucking shitty ass fact of the matter with life. The whole Brittany Griner thing, man, that seems kind of like a drop in the bucket compared to the rest of the stuff in this song that feels a little bit bigger. That whole situation, obviously I don't agree with fucking 10 years for transporting CBD oil, but I mean, if you break the law, there has to be some kind of consequences. Obviously not 10 years, but again, just kind of seems like it didn't match the rest of the stuff that's happening in the song. The rest of the stuff had a way bigger impact, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, the whole PNB Rock situation is so fucking crazy. It's so fucked up, man. I'm reliving all this stuff that has happened. There's been so many horrible things that have happened and so many people we have lost that you kind of forget it. They all overshadow each other, which is awful to even think about.
Did a song, they go try to murder me. And if they do, I hope my fans take it personally. I know you hear me talking, Lord, don't be curving me. Won't you take us back to Kylie Jenner's party? Before them shots hit the floor, before the bullets ricochet and leave a dripping more. We don't know the truth or if we misinformed, but either way, take it back and make Tory hop inside a different car. Broke my heart when DMX died, I hit the call. Feel like that nigga was an angel in a different form. Might have had a drug problem like he did before, but he was fighting demons, and I know that that's a different war. You must got a major ego.
Damn.
I ain't trying to disrespect and trying to play the hero. But when you took Takeoff, you took my favorite Migos.
Damn.
Look, I don't know how that makes sense, cause it makes zero. The fucking wrong place, wrong time, that ain't Gito. Took that man right in his prime, that's playing Evo. When Tiny Lester died, I cried and played.
That's just crazy because it's true. Like, again, that was the closest that I felt to how I felt when Kobe died, when Takeoff died. Like, it just isn't, there's no reason it happened. It doesn't make any sense. What learning curve do we have? Like, what learning experience do we have from this? It just, there's no reason for it to happen. It doesn't make any kind of sense for any of that to happen. When DMX died, that fucked me up. I remember my man, Honey Koofies called me. I was out on my front porch. He called me and told me the news, and I was just like staring at the trees, like why, man? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Tommy Lister, fucking Debo from Friday. I forgot about that. John Witherspoon died. Pops from Friday. We've lost so many people. Betty White died. I know that has nothing to do with Friday, but I'm just thinking about all the people that died. I mean, she was 99, so she lived a long life, but still, like, you could just go on and on and on forever about this stuff.
CeeLo, cause I can't even watch Friday without saying Debo. You know this shit got me stressed, right? Staring at the Bible, trying to figure out who's next, like. Why you take the ones who ain't deserve it, see what death like. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine free, living his best life. Go back to the day that he took the stand and confessed, right? Tape his mouth shut so he never talk to the fans, like. Make him do his time so his niggas gotta do less, right? Make him learn from Bobby so he can know what respect, like. Lord, forgive me for my language and these bad words, but that can't...
I mean, I like that. I think he took shots at 6ix9ine in the last one, but that I agree with. Like, you did the fucking crime, just do the time, which is kind of what I was talking about with Brittany Griner earlier. So it's a little bit self-contradictory in the song, but racketeering is fucking, there's a reason there's a huge sentence with that. It ends a lot of lives. It fucks up a lot of people's lives. So definitely do the time for what you fucking did.
Make him learn from Bobby so he can know what respect like. Lord, forgive me for my
shout out to
language
Bobby
and these
Shmurda.
bad words. But that Candace Owens bitch get on my last nerve. How you gonna tell me
Candace
that what we
Owens?
witnessed on TV was a murder when we watch niggas turn his ass into Casper? George died from asphyxiation, and that's a factor. Fentanyl or not, he'd have never died in his last words. While I cannot breathe, so really she gotta chill. Or maybe they should trade places so she can see how I feel. Little bitch got me stressed, God. Probably.
I mean, that right there, the Candace Owens thing, like, that's entirely a political, personal preference type of thing. And I hate politics with a fucking passion. I steer clear of all that. I've lost friends because I refuse to pick a side on politics. So fuck that. I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like there's a little bit of right and a little bit of wrong on here. There was fentanyl in the system, so that contributed to the death, but asphyxiation was the main cause of death. Again, it's one of those sides, like, depending on what political perspective you have is what the cause of death is going to be in that situation. So again, there's just so much information out there, so much misinformation out there about that whole situation that yeah, I'm gone. Like, I'm not even going to fucking attempt to talk about that stuff. It's political preference. So that's that. That's all I have to say about that.
Not prepared for what I'm asking next, God. Bring Ye mama back, cause he a mess, God. And he ain't been the same ever since Donda West died.
I like that he's addressing this.
That's the day Kanye West died. First his heart, then his mind, then the rest died. And if your bank account is overkill, your soul could be broken still. Even the rich spirit money can't buy. I pray the heavens watch me.
Very nice.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie. You got
very nice right there. He deleted his song Ye Not Crazy. Like, it is not on his YouTube anymore. And I always wondered why. I mean, obviously it was because of Kanye, like, losing his shit in the last year or so, like, mentally losing his shit. But again, put yourself in his shoes. You know, his mom died after cosmetic surgery. Like, just one of those crazy things that you don't think of people dying after that kind of stuff. I can't imagine my mom going in and just some minuscule surgery, like she's getting her broken toe fixed or something like that, and then she ends up passing away from complications of the surgery. Like, you just don't even fathom that is a possibility in your brain. So that would fuck anybody up. And he's saying, like, that moment right there is the day that Kanye truly went fucking nuts. That's the day Kanye died. His soul died. Everything died. And even though he's got all this money, like, his spirit is broken. His soul is broken, and that's something that money can't buy. That's very metaphorical right there. Cool.
I pray the heavens watch me. Rest in peace, Biz Markie, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black Rob, Troubles, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, K Slay, afraid to God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee. Lord, you even took Black Panther, that's not G. And when Sidda Musabala got shot, that shot me. Begging for your guidance on this ghetto earth. Frustrated, trying to understand how heaven works. I'm just hoping you can pull a couple strings and redo a couple things so maybe we can get a second turn. You took juice from us that forever hurts. But putting the blame on you, that'll never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work. Devil's work.
Dang. I like that he ended it like the last one with the whole devil's work pattern right there. Yeah, shouting out all the, man, you forget all the people that have passed away. Biz Markie, you got what I need. I always love that. I sing that all the time, literally every day. You can ask my fiance. Shout out Biz Markie. Yeah, just so many senseless deaths that have happened. Pat Stay was stabbed. Young Dolph was shot. And the last rapper that he talked about, he said when he was shot, it felt like it shot him. Like, that's how much it hurt him. And all these things, man, again, just makes you question. But in times like that, I always turn to, you do not understand now, but you will hereafter. So you're not supposed to understand what happens right now, but soon after, you'll understand. That is my final message right there. Shout out to Joyner. I feel like this is just as impactful as the first one, even though I don't necessarily agree with, like, the entirety of it. Like, there's some little points that I would take out. I think it does the exact same thing the first one does. It makes you think. So yeah, shout out to Joyner. Love you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the song down low. And until next time, it's been your boy Crypt, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Why can't I fly? These demons got a hold